Still recording?
Yeah, that's good.
If you guys are wondering who taught me how to wash your truck, it was my father. My father used to like exotic cars. I'll show you one of the ones that I've got of his in the garage. And then I'll show you my M3 on another video. But I can remember as a kid, when I first made it back to Detroit, and I was broke. I left college, came back to Detroit on a Greyhound bus with $51 in my pocket. And with the mentality that the white man or the man was holding me back. And I came back and I said to myself, I'm going to hustle. Make me some money, hustle, blase, spleen, all that kind of crazy stuff. But one good thing I've always had in my life was the father. My father always took the time, even though he wasn't in our home, he always took the time to come back and have conversations with us, talk to us about life, about things we should do and things we shouldn't be doing. So I've always looked up to my father. One of my father's passion and love was he liked nice cars. And I can remember one time watching my dad wash his Cadillac Alante. And I was about 19 at the time. Like I said, I just got back from school. I might have been 20. And I said to my dad, I said, Dad, why is it so hard for me to get like money to buy me a car? Because I didn't have a car at the time. I wanted a Mustang. And I was like, man, Mustang can't cost that much money. This was back in probably like 91. My best friend Ken to this day had a 88 GT 5.0. His father had bought him when he graduated. But I was watching my father wash his car, and that car was that tool in the conversation that we had that motivated me to want more. Watching him wash his car and how much enjoyment he got out of that car, washing that car, just having that car, having and possessing that item, and keep in mind it's just an item. That's not the overall picture that God had for us. But it was something he was proud of. And every time I saw my dad with a new car, I always said to myself, I'm going to one day get me a car. One day get me a car. One day get me that car, whatever car that I wanted. When I was a kid, I always wanted a Corvette. Bought a Corvette back in, I think bought a Corvette maybe like 10 years ago. I sold that thing off, but I bought it because I always wanted one. But back to why I like washing my cars is, again, that's something I get from my dad. Plus, it just gives a man something to do, to relax and just kind of lose himself washing his cars. So you ladies out there, when you get mad at your husband because he out there sitting in the car, listening to music, washing that car, or sleeping with that car, don't get mad. It's just something that we do. We like our cars. And then again, people probably saying, well, that's just a regular old pickup truck. Why are you washing that pickup truck? Yeah, to you it's a regular old pickup truck. To me, I'm turning this truck into the dream truck that I wouldn't be able to get right now and use for work because, again, the mileage that I drive. If I were to buy a 1980 Chevy S10 or a 1980 Ford Ranger and pay $30,000 or $40,000 for that, I couldn't drive it every day for work. It wouldn't hold up to the wear and tear that I can put on this. And another side note is this truck, I actually bought this truck to give to my godson, Corey. So Corey is just 2 years old. I bought this truck maybe about 8 months ago, or maybe a year ago. Corey went with me. He's rode in this truck. My plan is to drive this truck. The engine is eventually going to have to be changed. I'll modify and work the engine, turn it into a nice race truck, or close to a race truck as I can, and then I'm going to pass it to Corey. If we're driving gas cars in the next 15, 16 years. But it's just something that I want to do, and I suggest that for all parents, to try to gather as much as you can. If you can't set bonds and investment plans in place for your children, buy things that you can leave behind that they can either cash out on or it'll make their life a little bit easier for them. So that's why I bought it, but it's actually Corey's truck. And I'm going to freak it out as much as I can, and in about 17 years, give it to them. All right, guys, I gotta run up to the auto parts store and get my tire shine, because the truck ain't complete, baby, without putting that tire shine. I'm gonna show you guys the best shine that I like to use, which eliminates a lot of the overspray back on your truck. If you use something that's too wet, it's gonna pick up all that dirt and shoot it back on the side of your truck. What I've been using now for the last year, maybe 2 years, I'll show you the product once I pick it up, but it's really good. It keeps the overspray under the truck. Sorry, guys. But it keeps the overspray under the truck, and it eliminates a lot of that black stuff getting all on your truck. So we'll be back with you in a second.